Alright guys, well I'm back today with one of the absolute best high value and budget 1:6 second focal plane LPVO setups with the mount and flip up lens covers you can get for under $100. This is the brand new Monstrum Tactical Banshee 1:6 with the BDC reticle system. And that is the only difference between this and the other 1:6 Banshee that they offer on their site. For me personally, I've been waiting for Monstrum's release of this reticle system for well over a year now, and this thing nailed it, especially again at the price point of under $100. Now, before we get too far into it, I do want to give a huge shout out to Callaway Ballistics for donating the ammo to help make this video. These guys have a code 704TACTICAL for 5% off and free shipping on orders over $200. Definitely check them out. Let's get back into the review of this optic. Now, these generally sell for $130, and what you get inside the box is the scope itself with the BDC reticle system, the offset mount included, which is definitely key when you're considering the overall package and price point, and flip-up lens covers and all the tools you need to sight it in and mount the optic. So it's a nice, complete package. You don't have to worry about buying offset mounts or scope rings. The other cool thing about that is that $130 also includes free shipping. I believe anything over about $70 is free shipping. Don't quote me on this, but this will ship free because of the price of this optic. Now, they've created a code specifically for my viewers that will be in the description below to save you 25% off, dropping the price to about $97. And that's great because I reviewed other high value and budget LPVOs, and I always get comments in the comment section below about different mounts that they suggest for that, or what I would personally recommend for rings. This is nice because everything's included and it's good to go. So let's talk about the specs and features of this optic, its performance down at the range, and the new BDC reticle system. One of the first things I want to mention, and as you've seen in the intro, this features this BDC reticle system with an illuminated center ring, leader lines, and hash marks for bullet drop compensation. And more information can be had about the optic and the reticle system on the website. Now that is key for me because it's actually very easy to see at the 1 power setting for CQB scenarios and close-up shootings. A little bit easier to see and understand, personally anyways, than the previous reticle system. I mentioned that in the previous reviews of that optic, that it was an amazing optic, but I would like to see more of a circle ring setup like some other optics on the market, but still keep that price point the same, and they nailed it. Then when you zoom into that 6 power setting, the BDC becomes effective since it's a second focal plane optic, allowing you to take your shots at a distance and calculate that bullet drop. The other cool thing about this, it does have an illuminated reticle at this price point. Now, the illumination is not daytime bright, but it is good for inside the home and personal defense shooting at dusk and twilight, as well as different hunting applications, and it illuminates both in red and green, and just the ring illuminates, which is a nice touch. It also has cap turrets, and the adjustments on this are very easy. They're audible and they're tactile. They're not the nicest clicks I've ever felt, but again, you have to start making some sacrifices at this price point. And honestly, this scope is more of a set it and forget it style scope, and then you recap those turrets and do all of your adjustments inside the reticle system. The throw lever on this guy is very nice as well. It's built in and it's not overly large to dig into a plate carrier if you have the rifle slung up. It's super easy to move from that 1:6, but it's not overly loose to keep that nice waterproof rating and seal with the rifle, and with the optic itself, so you're not going to worry about water ingressing around that scope lever. It does have the adjustable diopter located on the back to get everything tuned in, and that also works out great for different style eyes or how close you decide to mount the optic to the front or rear of the receiver. Another thing I want to mention about this optic is the glass clarity, the eye box, and the eye relief, because that is some things that budget LPVOs sacrifice to achieve that price. With the 30mm tube and overall glass clarity, this thing translates a lot of light, and the glass is very clear. The 1X is actually true 1X, which again is something a lot of LPVOs sacrifice. The eye box and eye relief, meaning how far away or close up to the scope, left and right you can be, is very forgiving, on par with $300 and $400 optics. So you're getting the glass clarity of a much more expensive optic in the eye box and eye relief of an optic that costs 3 or 4 times as much as this one does. So you're getting a lot for that $97 price point after my discount code. Now, if you're watching this after the code expires, that's why it's very important to subscribe to the channel so you get these notifications. Also, with Black Friday coming up, who knows what sales will be coming from Monstrum Tactical, so you'll want to make sure you're subscribed and clicking that notification bell. I have a feeling this optic is going to sell out fast at this price, so if you were interested, again, all of the information and linking will be in the description below. This is a quality optic at an affordable price, and I feel like they've really nailed it, especially with that BDC reticle system. In my humble opinion anyways, I like this reticle a lot more than the traditional reticle that they've been putting in the Banshees, so this is what I would recommend across the board. They also have different zoom levels, and we'll be talking about those in a second in another video coming maybe in a week or so, but that code should work on those as well. Again, info and code in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.